Hi everybody, it's Mr. Brown. I'm going to show you how to create your own app in MIT App Inventor. This is the website we're going to be using throughout this marketing period to create all of our apps. So what you're going to do, once you get to the MIT App Inventor website, you're going to click this orange link up top that says Create Apps. Now, in case you don't have this address memorized, if you just Google App Inventor, the first link up top is usually the one you want, MIT App Inventor, and that's going to bring you directly to this website, okay? So we're going to click the orange button that says Create Apps up top. Now, on your end, it's going to ask you to log in. I've logged in before, so it has my login memorized. Make sure to use your school, your student.passaicschools.org account, okay? Don't use your Gmail account because you won't have proper access, so make sure you log in with your school account. On your end, you're going to see something a little bit different. Okay, what it's first going to do is going to ask you to say, to click a bunch of boxes that say yes, that you agree to the terms, things like that. Just click yes and okay. It might ask you to take a survey. You can click on the button that says just exit survey or take the survey later. Okay, the screen that you are going to see at the beginning will be a screen like this, but it's probably going to be blank. This is where your projects are listed, and since you were new to this, you probably do not have anything listed here, okay, because you've never created a project. The first thing you're going to do, up here there's a button that says Start New Project. You're going to click that. Let's give it a name. We're going to call this first project Hello. Click OK. Now you got to give the screen a few seconds. It has to set up your project, all right? So be patient with that. It might not come up immediately. So what do we see here? Well, I probably, before this video, I showed you my tablet, my physical tablet that's running with an app on it that I created. All right. So here we see what looks like a virtual phone or a virtual tablet in the middle. All right. Once we start building our app, we're going to start to see things appear on this screen. Down the left side of the screen here, we have all sorts of different what are called components. All right. These components are the building blocks that help us to create an app. What I'm going to do is to put one of these things in here. Let's put a button in our app. I'm going to click on the button. I'm going to drag it, and I'm going to drop it in here. All right. So now, look, we have an app, and it has a button in it. If we were to run this on our phone or on a tablet screen, we would see this button here. It says text for button 1. Okay. Now, this is a very boring app. If we were to run this, there'd just be a button there, and we'd just be clicking it, and it would do nothing. Also, this button's pretty default, right? We want to customize things a bit. So let's make this button say something different. When you look to the right side of the screen, when I put my button in, it appeared right here. So this section here called components, it shows you the actual components that are in your app. So again, on the left side, these are all your options. You can put in a checkbox, drag and drop. Now I have a checkbox. You can put in this thing called a date picker. Now I have a date picker. You see that over here? All right. I'm going to delete these out of here right now. We'll discover what those things do later. So to delete a component, you click on it and you click the delete button. Okay. So what I'm going to want you to do is just drag in a button. All right. That's going to be the first thing you're going to do. So let's customize this button a little bit. All right. Down the right side, when I click my button, there are properties for this button, all different sorts of things I can change. All right. Let's make it bold. See, when I check this box on, the text got bold. Let's make it italic. Look, the text slants to the side a little bit. I'm going to make it bigger. It's a little too small for my taste. So the number's 14. We want it bigger, so I'd say a bigger number is going to make it bigger, right? Let's put 25. There we go. Button got a little bit bigger. Height and width, we'll leave it as it is. Shape, look, we can make our buttons rounded. See the corner of the button is now rounded. You can make it an oval. Look at that. We have an oval right now. Okay. I want you to play around with these things, customize it to how you want it to look. All right. You don't have to make it look like mine. This is your project. So you're going to make it how you want it to look. I'm going to change the text, so this is probably the most important thing, right? You need to know what a button does before you click on it, and the default here, text for button 1, is not going to do it for me. What is this app going to do? Well, this app, we called it hello, right? So what we're going to do is when we click this button, we want it to say hello, Mr. Brown. All right. Maybe yours will say hello, Jaden, or hello, Luis, or hello, Lily. All right. But I'm Mr. Brown, so I'm going to have mine say hello, Mr. Brown. So let's change what this says to be say hello. Now, I typed say hello, but it doesn't look like anything changed. If you ever change anything here and you don't notice an immediate change here, just click somewhere on the screen. So I just clicked here. There it goes. It updated. Okay, say hello. Now, if I run this app again, it's going to have this button here. It says say hello, but if I click it, it's not going to do anything yet. Now, I want this app to say hello to Mr. Brown, right? I want to write some text here that says hello, Mr. Brown, after I click this button. To do that, I'm going to put in another component right here, text box. See this? I'm going to click on it, and you drag it. If you just click on it, it's not going to appear here. You have to click and drag and drop it on the screen. All right. So now look under here under my components. I have a button and I have a text box. Button and a text box. Now, one thing I do want you to notice here, when I switch between my button and text box, look how your options here under properties change. So a button has different things than a text box has, because they're two different types of things, right? They don't operate in the same way. So my text box, right now it's just blank. It doesn't say anything. Let's put in some text. So I'm going to click down here in text. I'm going to give some instructions here. I'm going to say, click the button above to say hello. So right now, I have a button that says say hello. And then my text box here says, click the button above to say hello. It got a little cut off. So I'm going to make the width. I'm going to say fill parent. See what happens. There we go. We fill up the whole screen now so we can see the whole thing that it says. All right. So at this point, and feel free to pause this video at any point, all right? I want you to have a button and a text box. I want you to have the button first and the text box after it. You're going to have your button say something like say hello. You can change the font on it. You can change the font size. You can change the text color if you want. Just change it to red, okay? Fool around with that. See what you can make it look like. Then the second thing is a text box. Remember, you drag these things in from here. There's a button, drag it, drop it. Text box, drag it, drop it. If you make a mistake, let's pretend you put in two buttons by mistake. Look, I have button 2. I'm just going to click on my button 2. I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to click the red delete button. Now it's gone. Okay. So if you need to pause the video here and get this set up. Once you have this set up, again, if we were to run this app in our phone or tablet, it's not going to do anything. You're going to see this on the screen, but if you click the say hello button, nothing's going to happen. How do we make something happen? Well, up here in the top right are two extremely important buttons, the designer button and the blocks button. The designer button is what we're in the designer section right here. This is where we design the graphics and the components of what's going to be in our app. Now the blocks section, I'm going to click that. The blocks section changes the screen here. Now, you got this big blank area and you have all this stuff down here on the left side. This is where we're going to program the brain of our app. This is where we're going to tell our app, okay, this is what I want to do. When I click that button, I want the text box to say, hello, Mr. Brown. All right. Now notice here on the left side, here are my two components. Here's my button, and here's my text box. I'm going to click on my button. This menu pops open. All sorts of options of different things here. So I said when I click my button, I want to do something, right? So these yellow sections here, these yellow blocks, it's like little puzzle pieces. This one says when button one click do. So this kind of looks like it's going to do something for me when I click that button. I'm going to click this. I'm going to drag it and drop it in here. So when the button is clicked, I want to do something. Right now I have nothing in here. So again, if I were to run this app and click the button, nothing's going to happen yet on the screen. Let's make some magic happen though. I'm going to click my text box. I want to scroll down a little bit. I'm going to set my text box one dot text. I want this block. Make sure you pull this one out. Don't pull out text color by mistake. You want this one that says text box one dot text. You're going to drag it, snap it in here. Sometimes you miss, all right, and you got to put it in the right section, all right. So just make sure it's snapped. You can hear a little snap sound. I don't know if you can hear it on your end, but on my end, I hear a little snap. See this red X here? It's an error. It's saying this block needs a value block connected to its socket. The socket is this little piece here. All right. I call these puzzle pieces. They're also called blocks. All right. So when the button is clicked, I'm going to set my text box's text, what's written in it, to what? So I got to put something here. I want it to say hello, Mr. Brown, right? So on the left side, there's all these sections here. I am going to click on text. Notice there's a scroll bar here. You might have to scroll up like I just did. I want you to drag this first block. I want you to snap it in here. I'm going to type in here, hello, Mr. Brown, couple exclamation marks. Now, this is where, you're making your own app here. So customize this. Change it to say, hello, your name. All right? Something along those lines. Now, here's the big question. Is this actually going to do anything? Yes, it will, but not here. If I click this button right here, nothing happens here because this is where we're programming our app. All right. Now make sure you understand blocks. We're programming the brain of our app designer. We're programming how our app looks. To run this app on a phone or to run it in the browser, there's a couple of options. Okay. Again, if you click this button just with your mouse, it's not going to do anything yet because this app is not running. This is just a preview of what it's going to look like. Okay. If you are in a Chromebook, we are going to try to run this app within the Chromebook. Now, we're not entirely sure if this is running on our Chromebooks at school yet. We're going to try this first, and you're going to let me know if it works on your end. On the top is a connect option. You're going to click that. Now, on my screen, I'm running on a Windows laptop, so I do not see the option here. There should be an option that says connect Chromebook, something along those lines. You're going to click on that. On your screen, it might ask you to install a browser extension. It might say something like MI2 AI2 Companion or Connector, something like that. Just click yes to it. And then hopefully your app will run on the screen. A separate screen will pop up and you'll be able to click on the say hello button and then you'll see hello, whatever you wrote. Okay. So you're going to try that out. It might not work yet. Let me know if it doesn't work for you, and then I'll work with the tech team at school to get that running for you. Here is your other option. If you have an Android device, if your parents have an Android phone, if you have an Android tablet, you can also run these apps on that. Normally, if we were face-to-face in school, I would have physical tablets for you to use, but we're not in school, obviously, right now with remote learning. So how you run this on a physical phone. In the Google Play Store, you need to look up the AI2 Companion. Now, I'm not in the Google Play Store. I'm just going to show you what the icon looks like. This orange button right here. Okay. This is the app that you're going to install, MI2 Companion. You need to open up that app on your phone. All right. And then what you do in this website, you're going to click Connect AI Companion. What's going to happen is a QR code. This thing here is called a QR code. Is going to pop up on your phone when you're running that app, AI2 Companion. You're going to scan this code, and then you're going to give it a few seconds, then the app will magically open up on your phone or your tablet. Okay? Those are the two options to run this app right now. We're going to get through this together, all right? If you're not able to, if both those options do not work for you right now, just hang tight. We're going to get these apps to run soon. All right. Unfortunately, iPhones, it does not work on iPhones at this moment. All right. But your goal for today is to get this app built. Okay. And then we'll try to get it running. Okay. So if you have questions, ask me through chat. I have all my contact information in Google Classroom. And all right, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.